Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run with Montgomery. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. Santos' kick is up and through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Play fake. Mayfield completes it to Samuel. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, McGee. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Third down, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on 1st down. Kenny. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Kenny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry now for David Montgomery.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, past the 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Price.
7 yards the pickup there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, Kenny. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Kenny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on 1st down. Kenny. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, Kenny. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
To throw is Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Robert Tonyan.
His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mayfield. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. They'll go for a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep the defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Kenny. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete.
Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Kenny, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Open man is Kirk, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Akeem Hicks, his second sack of the night. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All day, every day.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fields on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, a run with Cohen. A giant hole up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 24 yards. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 35. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee, and he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, McGee. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Cohen, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Right back to him on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, McGee, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now a give right side. McGee.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run on first down. McGee, and he's taken down inside the 30.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee trucks over him and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, McGee. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Malone Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Touchdown, Texans. Tutu Atwell. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 2nd down now. Kenny found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Mayfield down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save.
Jalen Johnson
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the gun, Mayfield.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Mayfield with it once more.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side, and complete to Atwell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pep. And the ball is knocked out. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. If they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.